Welcome to the Python tutorial, lecture 12, if-else statement in Python. In previous lecture, we saw that what is a date and time in Python. In this lecture, we will see and learn to create a decision in Python program using different form of if-else statement. Decision making require when we want to execute a code only if certain condition is satisfied. Now let's see the syntax of if else. For the if else condition, you have to write it like if then test expression colon, then you have to write down statement. Here the program evaluates the test expression and it will execute the statement only if the test expression is true. If the test expression is false, the statement is not executed. In Python, the body of the if statement is indicated by the indication and body start with that indication. The Python interprets non-zero value as a true and none and zero are interpreted as a false. Now let's take some example for the if-else statement. Here we go for that example of that airport. In airport, the luggage scanning machine for the waiting system. In airport, we first of all we have to check our luggage. It is how much weight is there, it is overweighted or not overweighted, so that we have to perform a condition for that. Here we go for that program. First of all, you have to assign weight is equal to float assignment. Then you have to take input from the user. What input you have to ask? How much weight of your luggage? Then you have to go for that. Now you have to go for that condition. Here if and weight is greater than 50, then what will happen? Print what you have to write. If your weight is more than 50, so it is not allowed in that airport. So you have to write, you have to pay. I just write simply you have to pay $10 for heavy luggage. Now write down for that if statement. Here if statement is over. Now you have to write down if luggage is not greater than 50, weight is not greater than 50, so you have to print out simple, just simple. I have to write have a safe journey. Now if I run this command, So first of all, it will ask how much weight of your luggage is there. If I write 25, so 25 is less than 50, so it will directly print out have a safe journey. And if I run this program again, if I write the value is value for the weight of your luggage is more than 50, if I write 70, then you have to pay $10 for that heavy luggage. So here that when you enter the weight is 70, it will the condition for the if is satisfied, the weight is greater than 50, 70 is greater than 50, so it will go for that condition statement print. For that you have to pay $10 for that heavy luggage. If that your weight is less than 50, it will directly go to that this statement have a safe journey, it will not satisfy this condition. Now let's see some another example. If I go for that, next is if else. So first of all, go for that its syntax. Here I just go for its comment, so you have to understand the syntax of the if else statement. If, then it is a test expression, then it will the come body of the if the condition is satisfied, it will print that body of the it, or else if condition is not satisfied, then it will go to that else statement. Else statement, and it will go for that the body of else. Now here in the if else statement, they evaluate the test expression and it will execute the body of if only when the test condition is true. If the test condition is false, the body of the else is executed. So now let's take an example for that. Example of if else condition. Here I go for the example. Let's take a simple example of that temperature. Okay, first of all I have to just give you a simple example. The temperature, then float. Now you have to take input from the user about asking the what is your temperature, then it will give you a suggestion according to that. Now assign float what is the temperature outside. Temperature outside, then now use that if after that you have to use the test expression. If the temperature is greater than 40, then what you have to write, print suggestion, you have to write the body of it. Yeah, after here I am using wear shorts. And that using else and its body of the else. Here for the body of the else I have to want to print wear long pants. So what will this example will do? First of all, it will ask for the temperature, outside temperature. So you have to put any temperature value here. After that it will check if the temperature is greater than 40, it will print this one via the sort this expression. Or if temperature is less than 40, so it will go for this. So first I run this program using F5 keys, and temperature is outside. Okay, so first of all I have to give here, what is it, temperature here. What is the temperature? Could not convert the float. Okay, I have to write down here input. I forgot to write as a input, then I have to. Okay, now if I run this program, it will ask what is the temperature outside. If I go for that 20, so it will write wear long pants. And if I go for that, run this program and write what is the temperature outside. If I write more than 40, so if I write 45 here, it will print wear shorts. So first of all, it's check the input. If it's greater than 40, then print this statement, the body of if the condition is not satisfied, it will go to the else body and print this statement. This is the simple example of if else. Now let's take it, just I delete this and just go for another if else we already seen. Now we have to go for if and else statement in Python. So first of all we go for that syntax of this if else statement. So how the syntax is? The syntax is here if then test expression. After that what will come? The body of if. After that it will come for else if test expression, and after else if test expression it will come of body of else if, and after that the else will come, and it will come that body of else. So in the else if is a short for else if. It allows us to check multiple expression. If all the conditions are false, the body of else is executed. Only one block among the several if elif or else block is executed according to the condition. The block can have only one else block, but it can have multiple elif blocks. Now let's take an example of that. Here again we go for the temperature example. Before we see the temperature example, only go for if else condition. Now we go for the temperature example with the help of if, elif and else statement. So first of all what you have to go, first of all you have to ask the temperature from the user. So first of all temperature is equal to float, then I have to ask from the user, so I have to use input function input, then ask what is the temperature. Here I have to use the single quotes, then bracket over. After that the next is if test expression. Here I have to go for the if temperature is greater than 15, and what you have to print, body of the if is here comes here. If the temperature is greater than 15, I have to print cold. Okay, for the cold I have to go for the less than. Temperature is less than 15, so it will print the cold is outside. Now if I go for if condition, and you have to write if test expression. Here I go for the if the temperature is greater than 15 and temperature is less than 40, you have to print here the body of the if will come. Print that just good atmosphere. I will just print here good atmosphere. After that, what else comes? If again here I use multiple elif condition. I go for elif. Again I have to give some test expression. The temperature is greater than 40 and temperature is less than, go for that 60. Now you have to print the statement. If this condition is true, what you want to print, here I go for the print. Let's take as a hot. Now what at last it will come the else statement and its body of the else. For that I have to print if I give more than 60. So let's go for that. Wrong input. Now let's run this program using F5. Oh, it will ask what is the temperature. If I go for temperature is 10, so it will, this condition is satisfied and only print this value, cold. If I run this program again, it will ask for that. If I write temperature is 25, so it will print this good atmosphere because 25, this condition is satisfied. Temperature is greater than 15 and less than 40. If I go for again this, run this program, if I go for that more than 60, if I go for that 70, it will print wrong input because none of this condition is satisfied, so it will go for that else condition. So that's all for the today's lecture. In the next lecture we will go for that another chapter of the loop system. Thank you.